Have you ever wondered how to teach your dog to go from a down to a stand without moving a single paw? My name's Vicky Miles, and in this video I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to move from a down position up into a stand without actually moving any paws. But before we get started, let me know how you've taught a down up to a stand by leaving a comment in the comment section below. To be able to teach this, you first need to teach your dog the concept of reverse luring. Now, if you haven't had a chance to teach your dog that yet, or you're unsure what reverse luring is, I've linked to a couple of instructional videos in the description box below, so you can get started with that before you watch the rest of this video. So in the concept of reverse luring, I use my open hand to let my dog know that the position that the dog is in at the moment is the correct one, and I use my closed hand to inform the dog that it's in the wrong position. So if I've asked my dog to go into a down and it's lying there, I'll open my hand, and as long as the dog is keeping his position, I'll keep rewarding from my open hand. If my dog happens to break this position, I simply close my hand and wait for my dog to resume the position again. So I'm letting my dog know that open hand means what you're doing right now is going to lead to a reward, and my closed hand means, oops, what you're doing right now is not going to lead to a reward. Now, if the dog truly understands this, then I'm in theory also going to be able to do this in reverse. So if my dog is lying down and my hand is open, and my dog stays in this position, I'll keep rewarding from my open hand. If I now want my dog to change position without me giving a command, I simply close my hand, because that is telling my dog that the position you are holding at the moment is not going to lead to any more rewards. And my dog will then try a new position. And as soon as it takes the stand position, I will open my hand again and I will reward. Now, the key to this is the actual holding the stand position. It's not changing from a down up to a stand. One of the most common mistakes in my experience when we teach the dog to shift positions is that we are rewarding the actual shift, which leads to the dog anticipating this reward and working harder in the shift to get the reward. But it's not necessarily a harder shift we want, it's a more stable shift. And if we can instead focus on actually holding a position rather than into shifting a position, we often get a more stable and controlled shift of position. So I start off with my hand open when my dog is in the down, and I reward several times for my dog holding that position. I then close my hand, and as my dog starts to stand up, I quickly capture my dog's movement by opening the hand and rewarding. So I open my hand to tell the dog to stand still before it's had a chance to move. Now, this means actually capturing the dog in the movement up the first few times until the dog understands that it moves from the down into the stand without moving, holds the stand position, goes back into the down, holds that position. So when we teach the dog to go from a down to a stand, it is all about holding position rather than changing position. If you want to learn more about canine fitness and foundation training, hit the subscribe button and that little bell icon next to it, and that will give you notifications every time I release a new video. I release videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and if there's a specific topic that you want me to do a video about, just let me know in that comment section below.